Boxing is often called a gentleman's sport, but not all boxers are gentlemen. The sport was deemed a gentleman's sport because it only allows you to use your fists as weapons and has rules fighters have to follow. As a result, it was viewed as a more sophisticated combat art. Fouls are often the result of one fighter feeling overwhelmed by their opponent's skills. Illegal shots are typically used to try and disrupt the opponent's momentum and change the outcome of a fight. Ready to find out what the worst fouls in boxing history are and who committed them? Let's jump into our list. James Butler versus Richard Grant. These two collided in 2001 at a charity event created for survivors of the 9/11 attacks in the U.S. Butler lost the fight via unanimous decision.
The one problem though with Butler, ground. Here comes Butler, able to get the left hand going, and a right hand. And now Grant is in harm's way. Low numbers. This is where.
Then he committed one of the most shameful acts in boxing history as he sucker punched Grant after taking his gloves off. The worst part was he pretended he was coming closer to exchange niceties and congratulate Grant on the victory, as is customary in boxing after fights. Instead, Butler struck Grant with a full-force overhand right hand that left him unconscious on the canvas. The blow lacerated Grant's tongue and dislocated his jaw. Butler was rightly charged with criminal assault for the illegal punch and spent 4 months in prison for the attack. It wasn't just the punch that rubbed fans the wrong way. It was the fact Butler had no justification for the attack other than being a sore loser. Roy Jones Jr. versus Montell Griffin. RJJ was 34-0 when he defended the WBC light heavyweight title against Griffin, and many expected another impressive finish. However, Griffin got ahead on the scorecards early in the fight, and he looked like he was on his way to scoring an upset.
To be even, but he likes to commit to the jabs because he is so defensive.
His scoring points for Griffin. Good left hook by Griffin. Jones nailed him, but what he's doing now, I don't know.
Griffin backs out, goes back to work with the left. Jones
lean back.
And you can see Griffin didn't have now. Clean, short little left hook on the inside.
He found in the seventh.
Jim, you had it.
Numbers when compared to as a right across the top and then immediate shots, many of them to the body. How much?
However, Jones hurt Griffin badly in the 9th round with a massive right hand that left him wobbly.
Oh, there's no question about it, Jim.
Jones can get at it. And here's the last canvas to try to take the count here. Whether it's voluntary or not, he's going to put his knee.
Griffin decided to take a knee to regain his senses, but that seemed to irritate Jones, who smashed him with 2 illegal punches.
And Griffin's knee goes down, and Jones lands 2 punches after Griffin's knee was on the canvas.
That earned Jones a disqualification and his first loss as a professional boxer. Floyd Mayweather Jr. versus Victor Ortiz. Victor Ortiz landed some of the most blatant headbutts in recent boxing history on Mayweather towards the end of the 4th round of their 2011 title class. Referee Joe Cortez immediately stopped the action and deducted a point from Ortiz. Cortez signaled for the action to resume, but Ortiz kept his hands down as he tried to apologize to Mayweather. Floyd touched gloves with him once, then fired a left hook overhand combination that knocked Ortiz out cold. It was one of the most controversial moments in boxing, since many fans believed Ortiz deserved it, given how dirty he fought. On the other hand, many boxing fans felt it was a cheap shot by Mayweather. Marco Antonio Barrera versus Juan Manuel Marquez. The 2007 fight between these two ended in controversy when Barrera landed a counter right that put Marquez on his hands and knees. Barrera stood over Marquez for a second, as if contemplating what to do next. Then he blasted him with another right hand.
The knockdown, that's a terrible error. And he took away a point.
The original knockdown was waved off due to the infraction, and a point was taken from Barrera. Marquez went on to win a decision.
Juan Manuel Dinamita.
Zab Judah versus Floyd Mayweather. Judah got off to a good start against Floyd.
That was in his hometown of Grand Rapids, Michigan, against Charles on Mayweather's jaw. You don't see that very many times. It was almost like an uppercut. Good body shots there by Judah. They both weigh 8 ounces. Big left hand over the top by Judah. He believes he's got no other hurt.
But things started falling apart for him in the second half of the fight.
And now Mayweather is starting to attack. Time to go to the body. Left
in there, you don't want to really give him too much chances.
Mayweather was relaxed and comfortable enough to spend all the time.
Judah now.
So you got to let you.
Using their shoulders for defense, his brilliant versatility. He's coming in like is Judah going to be satisfied to go the distance and count that as his victory?
Frustrated with Mayweather outclassing him, Judah struck Floyd with a low blow, followed by a punch on the back of his head.
And Richard Steele, you can see why Roger Mayweather might have thought what he thought. And then he hit Floyd on the back of the head as well.
The referee immediately stopped the action, but Floyd's uncle, Roger Mayweather, was already in the ring at that point. A brawl ensued, leading to one of the most memorable moments in boxing.
Authorities in the ring to try to break it up.
The fight was restarted afterward.
Judah for that.
Well, given the difficulties he experienced.
Evander Holyfield versus Mike Tyson II. Holyfield scored the biggest win of his career when he defeated Mike Tyson during their first showdown, and their rematch was highly anticipated.
Но не перехватывать как раньше. Что бы делал бы Майк Тайсон образца лучший своей вес? Майк, вот этот его так, опаньки, Майк держит голову прямо. Пошел разбег, попадает в Бой. Впереди, ребята. Право прямой залетает Майку, левый боком, право прямой. Коли попадает и начинает жесточать. Пропускает Майк, жесточайший право прямой, но стоит на ногах. Стоит Майк, правый жесткий боковой. Стоит Майк, жесточайший боковой от Коли. Майк стоит, он не отвечает, но стоит.
Holyfield dominated most of that fight as well, leading to a frustrated Tyson biting his ear. Tyson's boxing license was revoked due to the infraction. Riddick Bowe versus Andrew Golota II. This might be the only time in boxing history when a fighter threw 3 consecutive low blows. Golota was disqualified for low blows in their first fight, which made it even more puzzling.
George, can Bowe come back from that?
Well, Bowe never should have laid up.
The groin shots earned him a DQ. Roberto Duran versus Ken Buchanan. In one of the dirtiest fights in boxing history, Duran committed virtually every foul a boxer could commit during this bout, and besides a warning, he pretty much got away with it.
A minute to go and fight. And record and said, who did he beat?
The most memorable foul was a low blow that landed flush in the 13th round. Buchanan couldn't come out in the 14th round due to the punch, giving Duran a controversial TKO victory.
Roberto Duran of Panama.
Derrick Gainer versus Freddie Norwood. Fouls were plenty during this bout as the referee lost control of the ring.
Doing a pretty good job of it right now, but we're only halfway through the fight. This guy, Norwood,
a low blow from Gainer, but in the
land his jab.
there's a body shot from Norwood. But Gainer doesn't tie him up, and Norwood scoring.
And get busy with him.
Down goes Norwood. They've had everything in this fight. Two legitimate knockdowns. One was saw them both go down. Like Gainer, although still a lot of movement, looking to land the home run ball, and he is just...
The two fighters traded illegal blows, but Gainer's low blow as the referee restrained Norwood determined the fight's outcome.
A low blow, as far as the referee is concerned, and the referee is the only one that can make these decisions.
Norwood couldn't recover, and the referee surprisingly didn't disqualify Gainer. Instead, he awarded him with the technical knockout.
It certainly is, because customary...